Where I'm standing right now is to be the world's largest two-wheeler factory, and back to electric. And the man behind the dream is right with me, Bhavish Aggarwal, who needs no introduction. Bhavesh, a 10 million capacity of two-wheeler electric vehicles with a market of 1 lakh this point of time. Where are you getting the confidence from?
Utkarsh, firstly, thank you for coming here to our facility. As you can see, we are all really hard at work in creating this. Let me just introduce this facility to you and your viewers. So this facility, what we're creating, we're calling it the Future Factory. It's going to be the world's largest two-wheeler factory, not just in EVs, but all across. We are going to produce only EVs, but it's going to be the world's largest factory. 10 million units a year when it's fully complete, middle of next year. We will have 15% of the world's capacity of production here in this single factory. So, and it's going to be a fully integrated plant. We have 2 supplier parks here. We are encouraging our suppliers to come here and set up shop near to us so that they can produce for us and we can reduce time to market. Now, to your question on the current market. See, I believe the transition of mobility to sustainable mobility is a must-do for us as an industry, for us as a civilization. And that transition is already happening in different parts of the world. India also has to be at the world table. India has to lead this transition. And for India to lead this transition, we have to start with the two-wheeler segment, because the two-wheeler segment is the most predominant in India. Every Indian citizen uses a two-wheeler largely. And to make that transition happen, we need to play at scale. You cannot transform an industry, and the automotive industry is a complex industry, and no one company can transform it. But you cannot transform the industry by playing small scale, by doing 2,000 units a year. That's not how this transformation will happen. And it's absolutely necessary that we go through this transformation as an industry and as a country, and we lead the world in this new technology of electric vehicles. Now, to the point of the current size of the market, see, when any industry is in a disruptive phase, the past and the current market size does not define the future market size. The Indian consumer has always been ready for a better product and a product which is more sustainable. And the issue is not the Indian consumer. The Indian consumer is a very discerning consumer, very value-conscious consumer. But the issue is that the consumer just doesn't have the quality of products that he likes and that he wants to shift from a gasoline vehicle. Now, we believe the vehicles that we will bring into the market will be top class, couple of generations ahead from current vehicles available to the Indian consumer, and we are going to price it aggressively, and we are very confident that the consumers will really love our product and move to electric en masse. And it's not just our products in the end. Any company building world-class electric products should gain the benefit.
So there are two, you're taking on the ICE vehicles, you're taking on the gasoline vehicles, and there are two major problems in the current market. One is the pricing. If the performance matches, the pricing goes 2x, or there's no performance. How will you address both of them with the scale?
See, firstly, we are not just being a pure assembler of vehicles.
Yeah.
When we decided to set up Ola Electric 3.5 years ago, we decided to build our own core technology. So we've been using a lot of effort and time to build our technology. So we are building our own battery packs. We are building our own battery management system. We are building our own motor. We are building our own motor control unit. We are building our own vehicle computer. We are building our own software. And we are not just building, but we're also manufacturing all these things ourselves. So that helps us build the right quality of technology, future technology, not past technology, and build it at scale in a factory like this, which is a mega factory. And when you build at scale, when your suppliers build at scale, you are able to bring costs down and build the right technology at a lower cost. And that's our, in simple first principles approach, that's our play. And I believe this will really help us bring cost and the price to the consumer down. And you'll see it when we make the announcement in a couple of months. You will see the pricing.
So just to get a sense, suppose a similar performing gasoline engine or the nearest competitor, normally it's a 2x pricing in electric. What is an Ola Electric going to price it at?
I won't be able to share the pricing with you today, but I can tell you that it will be a very aggressive pricing, because our ambition is to really transform gasoline to electric, and we want to help create this electric vehicle transformation in India and bring India to the world table in terms of this future technology.
Let's speak about the Ola Electric Pan. Now, I've been told that the scooter is the only one product, and there are many to come in the two-wheeler space. So give us a timeline by when can we see this scooter coming in, launching, when can be the other, two-wheelers, whether it be a motorcycle coming in, and what happens to the four-wheeler and other plans? Yeah. What's the plan right now?
So our first product will be rolling off this summer. When this factory is complete, we'll be rolling out our product. The product is already ready. It's been prototyped, it's been assembled, it's been tested, rigorously. So the product is all ready. The factory will get ready sometime in June, and then after that we'll start rolling out. In parallel, we are also working on a full spectrum of two-wheeler solutions, bike, motorcycles, mass market scooter, everything, and some unique products for some other global markets also. Our focus in two-wheelers is over the next 2 years to have a full spectrum of product portfolio which a consumer can choose his preference from, and not just here in India but across the world. So we're also at this point setting up our sales presence across the world. In addition to that, sometime over the next 2 to 3 years, we will also be coming out with our first four-wheeler. Now that we will talk later.
So speaking about the global market and the sales and service, how will that experience be different from the current experience?
Our consumer experience on sales, again, if you look at the legacy consumer experience on sales, the experience is not a very pleasant one for the consumer, right? The experience is a broken experience between the manufacturer, the dealer, the service, the insurance and the lending, etc. Now we will have a direct to consumer experience, the details of which we will share in due course. Consumer will have a complete digital experience of buying and using his vehicle, and this vehicle is also a fully electric connected vehicle. So there will be a lot of features, a lot of use cases which will be much more better because it's an electric vehicle and a connected vehicle. For example, our vehicle will have a lot of predictive maintenance. We'll have a lot of AI which will enable predictive maintenance for many use cases.
So will you be planning to go global from day one, or by when can we see the product to start looking at the global market? Which are the global markets you're looking at this point of time?
So we will go global soon, maybe not on the first month itself, but within the first quarter or 2 quarters, we will start selling our vehicles in international markets. We will first be looking at Europe and then beyond that too.
So, apart from everything, what people ask is your building scale, you're going to get the pricing right. Then people ask that then after all the investment, when will we start getting the returns of the investments?
See, because we are doing this at scale, it needs a lot of investments, and we have strong resources. We are investing in this phase, but because we're doing it at scale, we will actually be profitable much sooner than some of the incumbents who have not played this game at scale. And I can't put a timeline on this today, but we will be making money soon in this business.
Last question before I let you go. How many calls have you got from the two-wheeler manufacturers or the automakers really asking you of, what is the product, by when are you coming in, and what's the future now?
See, there's a lot of anticipation and there's a lot of interest in what we are doing, obviously because we are taking a bit of a aggressive entry into this market. Now, if you look at the current two-wheelers, these are all very iconic companies, and I have a lot of respect for them. Growing up, I've seen these companies and looked up to them, and I believe they will also come up with their products and they will also compete with us in the market. I think the next 5 to 10 years is going to be a very exciting time for the consumer. The consumer will have access to a very different technology soon. Consumer will have access to the electric products from multiple manufacturers because the whole industry will stand up to this new opportunity and new challenge. And I think it will be something that I'm looking forward to competing in the market with whoever is there.
Tesla is coming in your city only, Bangalore. How do you see that as a competition going ahead once you obviously get into the four-wheeler markets? And how do you see the whole game changing in the Indian markets when Tesla comes in, you come in with your own vehicles, the Indian manufacturer going really hard at it?
See, the mission of sustainability and the mission of preventing climate change is not just of one company alone. The whole, and especially the automotive industry, has to work together. It's just one company, be it Tesla, be it us, be it somebody else. We cannot transform mobility to electric alone, right? There's a full value chain, there's a breadth of consumer preferences. So my strong belief is, firstly, I think I really welcome Tesla into India. I feel Tesla should come here and really make a big play in the Indian market. Tesla, being the iconic company it is, will really help catalyze the Indian market, right from the consumer excitement about electric to the ecosystem, the supplier ecosystem's excitement about producing electric components, to other OEMs also starting to increase their investments for electric to drive the mission of sustainability. So, and also help grow the R&D talent here in India. So I really welcome Tesla, and I look forward to competing with them in the market, and I also look forward to working with them to grow the ecosystem here. And also we will also go into their market, so it's going to be an exciting time ahead. Your
views on swappable batteries, I don't think you're very much in favor of them, but that is something which a lot of two-wheeler manufacturers are now coming together to really make equal size batteries to make it swappable.
Swappable versus charging is a kind of an eternal debate, right? And technologies are evolving fast. So battery cell chemistries are changing fast, and the specific cell chemistries for different use cases are evolving. Our understanding of different use cases is evolving in electric. So swappable, I believe, might be relevant for some use cases, but for the mass market, especially the consumer, it will largely be at scale. Charging will be the better solution, especially given the direction technology is moving in, with faster charging possible, with new chemistries which allow faster charging. So our focus has been on the charging ecosystem.